EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway here in Atlanta. To return is Xavier Gipson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
33.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Okay, right.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
He's got a man, it's McClure. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
42-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he'll get this up to the 44. Savion Jones on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7.
Set, ready. Ready.
To throw is Love. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Now, screen set up for Irving. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Down 80.
Here's Allen. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 35 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. It's Allen. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. And he'll take this one in. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown Falcons. That is 16th touchdown of the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A return now from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Cut.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Check Cowboy 80.
And in motion is Brown. Into space. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Dallas.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Brown 80. What's that?
Kid, this is Irvin. And they smacked him down there. Big hit. Right at the line. No game.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Allen working from the pistol. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Irvin. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
319!
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
Five wide. Half.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That one's incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Back into the hands of Watkins. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Check, smash. Here we go, set, ready.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
60 red.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. Third and 7.
Come on, set. Black, 95.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Smash. Let's go. Black 40. Set.
From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
In punt formation.
And he'll get a few yards on this return. Up past the 15-yard line.
19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Now a screen set up for Etienne. This one to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Taken down back in
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, Allen. This is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
the 15-yard line.
Ready. 45. White.
Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15.
Okay, ready? Here we go. 52. Cut.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
33. Yellow. Grill green. Black ultra. Set.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down. Coming up.
3rd and 6.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 56. Mega. Ready?
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Ready?
1st and goal, Dallas.
Let's go. Hut.
Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's complete to ETN. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
What's that?
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
What's that?
They go play action now. Here's Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
What's that?
Allen now off the bootleg. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
180! Monday! What's that?
One more time going up top with Allen. That's caught left side by Hockenson. And he's in! T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This field in at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Ready! Let's go now!
In motion comes Andrews.
Ready!
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Forced out wide. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage.
That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Ready?
On play action, Love. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
50, green. Yellow. Ready.
On second down, Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. That's caught by Gibbs. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Second and 10.
Down. 10 black. 6. Mega. Hut.
Here's Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Darnell Savage. Terrific coverage there. Able to get a hand on it.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Now pass deep for McLaurin. He's got it, and he will score. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
The kick here is good. Add one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. Both teams look good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. first down. Here's Irvin. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2.
319! What's up?
He'll go again here with Irvin. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10.
319!
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2.
What's that?
Play action. It's Allen. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
Look out!
Here's Irvin. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
What's that?
Take the handoff, and now it's Allen. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third and long.
Gun. Ready? What's that?
Allen working from the pistol. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring it down. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready up. Ready.
Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Savion Jones on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
On the double.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. Set.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that
Here
back
we
to
go.
go.
Set. Black. 95. Set.
Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll run it. It's over. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. To throw is Allen. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. Xavier Gibson deep to return. This is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line.
At their own 2-yard line.
Come on, set. Steal. Jack steal. Set.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Right now, at his own 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. Ready.
They hand it to Gibbs. Up the sideline, past the 30. Down the sideline, past the 40. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 92 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Irvin. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Allen. Into the hands of Watkins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
At the 19-yard line.
No run with Irvin. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Moving to his left. He's going to keep it himself. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
9 yards.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Etienne. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain. It's rare to to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Big play. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, here is Allen. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Cowboys 28.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. Ready?
Now Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Ready. 45. Wide.
Here's Gibbs, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5.
Red 38.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Cowboys.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
A gain of
Ball.
15.
Black 40.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Love. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And we'll see where they spot this. Very close to a 1st down. He's forced down just shy of the mark.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got shot.
A run with Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action, and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches.
Ready, switch, yellow. Blue, check. Set.
Gibbs. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Brown. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up for 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Plus 52, boom. 6, mega. Hut.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Work to do. The crowd helping the defense. 3rd down and 9.
Black, 95. Black shot. Needle blue. Smash, red. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Cowboys 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Here comes 2nd down.
Set. Yellow, 43. Ready.
Here's Love. He's got it inside the 5. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.